Lisa joins us on the big
Lisa.
screen.
So good to see you guys.
You too.
So good to see you too. Thank you so much for having Mrs. Lopez and I on your show. That was so much fun. We had such a great time. Let's talk about the show. Overserved, great title. And yes, we were overserved. We had the biggest, I literally had the biggest glass of wine. Like that martini glass, it was like that, but it was like a chalice.
And
it was huge.
Lisa, what was Mario saying?
I was allowed to invite anybody that I wanted and who I kind of, so I wanted very close friends because it was a new show and people that I knew were going to come and party. And you guys, I can always rely on you just being so much fun. So yeah, you really stepped up to it. I did cringe when you told me that story. You see me go, oh no, just like any mother would, you know?
The wine was kicking in at that point. I didn't realize I told that story until right now.
Now, Lisa, was that a topic of conversation?
Everybody...
It looked like everybody had to answer a certain question. Are there games that go on?
Oh yeah, there's a game called Get Pumped. You know what, Kit? It was about, we'd been locked up for 9 months. Okay, our restaurants had been closed, so ostensibly life as we knew it had radically changed. And production were talking to me because Vanderpump Rules was cancelled that year, obviously, because restaurants weren't open and nobody was filming. And they said, if we gave you a camera, what would you like to film? And I was thinking, oh, maybe a dinner party show, cooking. And we came up with this idea. But the prerequisite for it was we wanted to have a dinner party where it wasn't like a Housewives dinner party. This was going to be all about having a really good time and really having a lot of fun. So it was looking for people that we knew would come to play. And I know Mario and Courtney always come to play. Yes. And Mario, as I say, not only do I know you professionally, but he's also the biggest supporter of the Vanderpump Dog Foundation ever, hosts it every year. This year we couldn't do it, so it was very difficult to keep the Vanderpump Dog Foundation alive because, you know, it is a charity, but we managed to do it. But as I say, Mario, you are just such a star. You always are.
Well,
and your wife, I just love them. And so, yeah.
Well, we love you and we look forward to the next foundation.
And Lance Bass.
Yes. No, I was just saying, well, you know, we love you and we look forward to the gala this next year because it's such great work for such dogs that deserve it. Now, when we went there, as you know, Lisa, I can handle my wine. I know I know my limits. I know how to handle myself. But did you have any guests that maybe, well, were either overserved or didn't handle their liquor quite as, as well?
Well, I had to make allowances for the fact that people had been locked up for 9 months. I mean, this was shot kind of in November. So Michael Turchin, Lance Bass's husband, did an excellent job on the first episode of making a complete twist of himself. But, you know, we have people here that were sober as well, that weren't drinking. But it was all about, you know, making a decadent dinner party. And it was also homegrown because we didn't have any help. We had minimal help. We had a little bit of, you know, with the flowers and stuff. But it was about Pandy and I cooking and conjuring up a really special dinner party and creating a different space every week. But as I said, we had a lot of people, people drank, they got a little crazy. And, you know, I joined in with them. Jeff Lewis was jumping on my pink flamingo in the pool and telling me how he made out with Andy Cohen. I got all kinds of secrets out of people. But the most important thing, well, you gave us one of your secrets too that you don't even remember, was we had a laugh. We had a very serious laugh during this whole show.
Well, Lisa, you make everything fun, so I'm not surprised your dinner party's so great. What is a hostess gift that you bring if you go to somebody else's dinner party? Because I think you have wonderful taste. What's a good go-to?
Well, you know, I think Mario showed up with tequila and flowers. With your own tequila, Mario, I'm thinking that, which is always great because we do take Vanderpump wines or something. But I also like to take flowers in a set kind of container that people don't have to kind of pull out of the paper like you guys did. You know, they bought a beautiful arrangement that was already set that you can just add. I think that's a really good thing. Or a beautiful candle, absolutely. But I think you should always take something.
Always.
When people really kind of put themselves out, unless it's really good friends that you see all the time. But yeah, I like that.
That's solid advice. You mentioned Vanderpump Rules earlier, Lisa, and I can't get over all the babies that seem to be coming out of there, right? It's like everyone was impregnated at once, it seems.
Well, it seems like you two were giving it a good go for another one as well.
We're always giving it a good go. Oh.
Well, it's nice to know we can depend on you, Mario. Yeah, they did. That's exactly what they did through COVID. Well, I think, you know what it's like with Vanderpump Rules? One of them does something and they all follow suit. They all, bought houses in the same street as well. So I wasn't that surprised.
Well, Lisa, you have so many shows going on, but Peacock, I think, announced, I've been hearing rumors, is it official, Mario, that there's going to be a Housewives All-Star where they're going to pick a lot of the women and all live under one home. Please tell me you're going to do this. I know you've been asked. What do we know?
No, I am not a housewife anymore.
I know,
and I wasn't
but we
that
need
good
you
at-
back.
I left halfway through the show, Kit.
I know, but this is the All-Stars. You can always come back. And you were one of the all-time best. So have they asked you?
Oh, well, no, the answer would be no, 1,000%. I don't think I'm ready for that. And besides, I've got, 3 shows and Vanderpump Rules is probably going to, get going. So 3 shows has been enough. I mean, doing Pooch Perfect and doing the Vanderpump Dogs, our rescue show, it's been a real extraordinary year. I've been so busy and writing my book, in the kind of 9 months that led up to quarantine kind of being, broken for us and doing Overserved. I've been really, really busy. I've been very proactive and also taking care of this property on my own, not seeing anybody for 9 months was a full-time job.
Yes, and by that property, that's definitely
Mario
a full-time job.
Stunning.
It's stunning. And she is the all-star of all the Real Housewives, if you think about it, right? Most successful, had the biggest spin-offs and what have you. I want to brag about you for a little bit, Lisa.
Yeah. Like you're not there. We're talking about her.
You
I
mentioned...
don't even want to go there, I just had such a negative experience in the last season, when I left. And I was just at a low point in my life. Maybe now I would have dealt with it better because I'd certainly been through that, a few times before with them. But no, they didn't ask me. And I think, as I say, I have 3 shows with them. So it's like, it's been a lot of work. I don't think they'd want me anyway. Let's be honest.
Well, I don't agree with that. I think they definitely want you. But I want to talk about one of the shows you briefly mentioned, Pooch Perfect. You're a judge on this, correct? Tell us about it.
Oh my goodness. Well, for me, having seen dogs for so many years, rescue dogs that kind of come into our center, and I mean, apart from we do have a grooming facility, but most dogs we get to see are dogs that have never been cared for, or, sad situations when it comes to grooming, matting and ticks and, lesions on their skin. To see these dogs on Pooch Perfect, these perfect specimens, and they have to be in the very tip-top condition before they're even kind of there, because their coats have to be magnificent. So for me, being involved with this show, it was so much fun, and it has such a feel-good factor, and I just loved every second of it. And I think it's a real family show. It's one of those shows that everybody can enjoy. Sure. And, it was great getting to know Rebel as well. We had a blast.
It looks like so much fun right there. And Lisa, you were the last guest on the talk show, The Talk, before it went on hiatus. Have you talked to the ladies? Have you talked to Sharon? Do we know if the show's coming back?
I don't know. Yes, I mean, I have talked to a couple of people, absolutely. But I don't know if it's coming back. I mean, I hope it does, because I think conversation, should stay open and people should work through it. But I really don't know. I don't have the heads up.
Well, congratulations on everything you've got going on, Lisa. And hopefully we'll be dining in your restaurant soon.
Oh,
Everything's starting to open up. We'll get to see you.
Yes, Pump just opened after a year. I mean, it took a lot of work to get it open. Tom's going to open soon. Probably in a couple of weeks. We're just waiting for the distancing to change, because 8 foot is too far, because it's ostensibly a bar with food.
Right.
But Pump's open, it's going gangbusters, and so is Sir. They're both very busy, but we have to still be very stringent, very strict with it until things change. But the numbers are way down, so I'm really happy to see that, and we check that every day. We didn't open till right at the end because we talked to a lot of other people who are opening. We were just really paranoid about the safety aspect.
You're doing it well. Can't wait to get on that patio,
we can't wait
that backyard area. Oh, Lisa, we're coming.
Great to see you, Lisa.
Oh, you guys, being like guest.
Oh.
You know, I would love to see you there.
And I
Awesome.
always get overserved, so I'll be a great guest right there.
Speaking of which, Overserved airs Thursdays at 10 on E! and Pooch Perfect premieres March 30th at 8 on ABC.